They poured water on his mattress, laughed as he begged them to stop, and said the words that stayed with him for years. Poor people don't deserve respect. What they didn't know was that one day, the man they mocked would return, not as a tenant, but as the landlord who owned everything they stood on. Ethan Cole was in his early 30s, thin, quiet, and invisible to most people. He lived on the top floor of an old apartment building where the paint peeled from the walls and the stairs groaned under every step. His room was small and cold, with a single mattress on the floor and a window that let in more wind than light. Ethan worked 2 jobs, cleaning offices during the day and delivering food late into the night. Even with all that effort, rent was always a struggle, and every month ended with the same fear. Would he survive another one? The other tenants noticed Ethan, but not in a kind way. To them, he was entertainment. They laughed at his worn clothes, his quiet voice, and the way he avoided eye contact. Whenever he passed through the hallway, they whispered loudly enough for him to hear. They called him names, joked about his smell, and treated his poverty like a disease they didn't want to catch. Ethan never replied. He never argued. He simply walked on, carrying his dignity in silence. One rainy night, everything changed. Water leaked through the ceiling and soaked Ethan's mattress, the only thing he owned that felt like comfort. Desperate, cold, and shaking, he carried it downstairs, hoping someone, anyone, would help him move it out of the rain. Instead, the tenants gathered and laughed. One of them kicked the mattress back toward the leaking roof and said, with a smile, that if Ethan liked water so much, he should sleep outside. That night, Ethan didn't cry. He didn't shout. Something quieter happened inside him. He made a promise he didn't say out loud. This pain would not be wasted. From that moment, Ethan stopped expecting kindness. He stopped explaining himself. After work, instead of resting, he went to the public library. He read books about money, business, and property. He watched free lessons online late at night, his eyes heavy but focused. While others slept comfortably, Ethan studied. While others laughed at him, he learned. He failed many times, made mistakes, lost small savings, and started again. Each failure hardened his patience. Eventually, the landlord evicted him. No sympathy, no delay. Ethan slept in his car, parked in quiet streets, washing up in public bathrooms, and eating only once a day. Every night before sleeping, he wrote one sentence in a small notebook. "This pain will not be wasted." It became his anchor. One evening, while delivering food, Ethan met an elderly man who noticed his worn shoes and tired eyes. They spoke briefly, then longer. That man had spent his life in real estate and recognized something rare in Ethan: discipline without bitterness. He didn't give Ethan money. He gave him guidance. He taught him how property works, how patience beats luck, and how silence can be power. Ethan listened carefully. Years passed, quietly. Ethan saved every dollar, invested carefully, and avoided attention. No flashy lifestyle, no announcements. One small property became 2. 2 became several. He lived simply, never forgetting where he started. And one day, while reviewing documents, Ethan saw a familiar address. The old building, the same one where his mattress had been soaked, where laughter followed him through hallways. Ethan bought it. On the day he returned, no one recognized him. He wore a simple, clean suit and walked with calm confidence. A notice appeared on the building door announcing new ownership and a mandatory meeting. The tenants gathered, complaining as usual. Then Ethan walked in. Silence fell. Faces changed. Whispers spread. They knew him now. Ethan spoke calmly. He didn't remind them of their cruelty. He didn't raise his voice. He simply said he was the new owner. He promised fairness, repairs, and respect. But he also made one rule clear: anyone who disrespected others would not stay. Within months, the worst offenders were gone, legally, quietly, fairly. the building changed, and so did the people in it. One evening, a former tenant approached Ethan and admitted they had been wrong. They said they never imagined he would become this. Ethan smiled gently and replied that he hadn't become anything new. He had always been this way. They just couldn't see past his poverty. The lesson is simple, but powerful. Poverty is not a lack of character. Silence is not weakness. And mocking someone for struggling is a debt life always collects. The loudest revenge isn't anger or violence, it's growth. Because those who endure quietly often return stronger than anyone expects. If this story moved you, remember this: never laugh at someone's struggle. Today's quiet man might be tomorrow's owner, and karma never forgets an address.